Yo, heroes, we're back at it again. It's me, Giovanni, with an I, not an E. I'm no artist, I'm just a college kid turned part-time, whatever. In this episode of looking at sweet new games, we're gonna take a look at the new hotness and a banger of a new game, Valheim. But before we get into the meat and potatoes though, let me say congratulations to Valheim for reaching over 1 million downloads in the first 4 days of the early access release on Steam. Now if that doesn't tell you that this game is ridiculously amazing, I hope to show you that by the end of the video. Now, 2021 has been quite the year of anticipating how good each new game could be, seeing how much the new games of 2020 rushed ahead of the pack. However, the games just keep getting better. Have you been looking for a sweet sandbox survival RPG crafting customization fairly simple and overall a mind-blowing surge of pure awesomeness? Well, boys and gals, I'm gonna give it to you straight. Valheim is the one for you. Now, how does old Jev know all this? Well, he only went and bought the freaking game. I mean, if you're acquainted with Rust or Minecraft, then this shouldn't be too foreign. Valheim is a sandbox survival RPG that does what a game like Rust should have done. Make the world simple enough to manage, yet complex enough to be interesting. Valheim is also cost effective at a mere $20 for purchase, and is fairly accessible. The gist of the story is that us players are Vikings who are granted an eternal life by Odin, and have the Raven show up to provide tutorials. The game distributes tools slowly to get you used to terraforming, combat, bosses, and crafting, all of that good stuff. It also does a good job of reinforcing the importance of your basic tools, as they're quite essential early game and lead to a good ramp up to the game. Now luckily, you don't have to spend long punching trees to earn wood before you can get to the real action. Now, one of the many amazing parts of this game is its relatively simple but enjoyable combat system. Any tool or weapon that you have equipped can function as your offense and defense, including your fist. So if you're a guy or gal that loves to take a pickaxe to your foes, go right ahead. If you're more of a club lover, that works as well. The next aspect of combat is stamina usage and management. There's little you can do in the game without counting on stamina, from running to fighting to chopping down trees. Kinda crazy, but I kinda learned this the hard way in the first battle against Aether. That's the first boss you're gonna meet in the game. The stupid deer kept killing me because every time I'd be dashing around deer, not realizing that, if I don't have stamina, I can't run, and if I can't run, I'm gonna die. Thank Odin he gave me immortality. That still freaking hurt though. Why couldn't immortality come with like increased pain tolerance or something? I mean, who thought of the system? Now, if you're looking at building, this is where you're gonna want to focus on, because if you want to make serious progress, you will have to make a house. The game is so realistic that the actual elements of the weather have an effect on you, just as in real life. For instance, when you get cold, you lose health, so warming up is highly recommended. I mean, we don't have HP bars in real life, but you know what I mean, frostbite is not fun. So you could just use a campfire, but there's something called a rested bonus that allows you to get health 50% faster and regain stamina 100% faster for a while. So if you're in a house, the comfort level will go up, and that will make the buff last for way longer. Because typically, comfort level 1 lets the buff last for 8 minutes. Comfort level 4 gives it for 11 minutes, which is highly essential for like adventuring, which is something you will come to do because the world of Valheim is insanely huge. Just like how Minecraft has like a procedurally generated world, is like as you continue, the more the world will continue building. That's the same with Valheim. I'll pull up a picture of the actual map when you finish exploring your world. And the next thing is that every world is almost like random. Random's not the best word I want to use, but it's more like all the worlds are unique. So if you make one world and they make another world, it's not going to be the same as the one you already made, because it uses more of it's a generation system. So all the maps aren't pre-generated. You have to go in, and then that's when the map starts to put itself together. Valheim is essentially a hyper-realistic version of Minecraft that takes survival to a whole new level. It only costs $20 for one of the best adventure experiences you'll ever freaking have, and gives you an endless world to explore. When you start up the world, punch some trees, gather some wood, and that will help you to make an axe, one of the most important things you're gonna ever have. The combat system is flexible, and you can basically use anything you can pick up as a weapon, except materials. Come on guys, come on. Building is also another great aspect of the game that allows you to shelter from the weather and make a sweet looking house to show off to the server. Thanks as always for tuning in, heroes. If you like, please like, subscribe, and show some love in the comment. On that note, this is Giovanni saying, peace out.